Hi everyone. Today's document is going to be about the 5 organic conversion systems that I use to scale to 25K a month. Now, these are super important because these are the strategies that you're going to need in order to convert the content that you're making into translating it into clients. And this is exactly how initially I made $10,000, then $25,000, then all the way to $75,000 a month in my practice. And you do not need any major setup for it. What you need to do is understand these strategies and basically apply it for your own practice. Number one, the most basic one in a sense is going to be the link in bio. Now, this is really important. A lot of people where they go wrong is that they have a lot of different links in their bio, and this is the best way to basically lose potential prospects. You need to have one clear link with one goal, one mission, which would be to book that consultation with you, that call, the strategy call, to see if they are ready for your program. It can be as simple as like this. This is like my TikTok. This is my Instagram. You have your credibility statement, the outcome statement, and the call to action. So this is for my business profile. This is for my gut health profile. So once you have optimized your bio, then you add a link, and basically through that link, they're able to book a call with you. Another one of our clients example is Teresa. She has her Calendly link right there. She has her credibility and all that listed up here. So super important, again, do not do more than one link. You want to create the least resistance possible. When you have multiple links, you're messing with their mindset, and it's a low barrier of resistance to take action because you see a video and it hits home and they like you, they want to see what you've got in your link, they click, they book a call, that's it. The most efficient way of doing it is using the Calendly to qualify your calls so that you can cancel the unqualified people. What we had was basically like a simple form, name, email, phone number, like where they at, where they want to go, what specific health problems or gut health problems they had, and if they had like the necessary finances, 4 figures, to invest in their health restoration. So I highly recommend adding in those qualification questions to make sure that it does work. Now, the second way of using conversion systems to move like people from your content into potential clients is going to be Instagram and Facebook stories. Now, stories are for people that generally watch more of your content. They like to see what you're up to on a daily basis. And this is where, like in the beginning, you may just have 10 viewers, and the more you put out the content, the more viewers also show up. But it's really important to be consistent with it. And once I had a mentor, he was making over $1 million a month, and he kept telling me like, Mel, you gotta do the stories. The stories are the most powerful stuff. And I was like, what is this dude talking about? Like, of course, my actual content is the most important thing. So once I actually listened to him, 75% of our sales got generated through our Instagram and Facebook stories. So this is extremely important. Now, in order to not burn out is to have like a specific flow when it comes to your story calendar. Like for example, Monday could be a motivational one, how whatever changed my life, any transformational stories. Tuesday is like belief shifting, transparency, like any specific stigma in your specific industry, any misunderstanding, confusions, myths. And you can also throw rocks at different methods or competitors. Wednesdays, we do like objection handling, people who have no idea, no time, no money, not an expert, not enough degrees or skills, knowledge, no experience, whatever that it is for your specific industry. Add then make content on Wednesdays over and over. Thursdays, it could be client results. Whoever that has gotten whatever benefits from working with you, you can add it in. This can be like the most successful client results, or it could be your most recent results. And if you're a brand new practitioner and don't necessarily have results, talk about what inspired you to be doing what you're doing today. Fridays, we want to do advanced objection handling. So based on specific objections that you have, you want to be handling those via your sequences. Saturday and Sunday is typically a lifestyle and inspiration, showing off your lifestyle as a credibility and also humanizing you so people don't feel like, oh my gosh, she's just a robotic authority figure on Instagram or Facebook talking about health or whatever that you do talk about. So with that being said, typically we like to do about 3 slides. The first slide is where we have something punchy and bold at the top, and then we have a poll, because with polls you're able to generate more conversation. Then we add like a one-liner of some sort to make them want to go to the next slide and read the next ones. And this is where we offer a new way of thinking, some new value, whatever insights you learn, the lessons, whatever that may be. And we also leave a little bit more so they have to go to the next slide to see what's happening. Making sure that your viewers are actually like retaining through the whole sequence is super important. And lastly, you give the last bit of information and basically have a CTA. The CTA could be like to DM you a specific word to be working with you. It could be like for a specific freebie, like DM me the word reset if you want to learn how to reset your gut microbiome. It could be for like scheduling a one-on-one consult. You can add your link there for any live events that you're doing. Really make sure that you kind of have different varieties of CTA and that you keep people engaged. You don't want to say the same stuff over and over to burn out your audience. Next up is going to be the ManyChat method. Now, this is something more newer in the industry if you haven't used it yet, but we use ManyChat to send information or lead magnets to people that comment. It immediately sends out the info to them. And then later on, you can go to the conversation and pick up where the chatbot has left off. So for example, one of the most successful one, this guy got 40,000 comments, and obviously he generated so many leads as a result of it. Then people go to your message requests, and that is where you can basically engage with them. To keep it simple, attach a link to your ManyChat or even your calendar link, but you could also respond to comments manually yourself. Like, you don't necessarily need to use ManyChat if you don't want to pay for that specific software. Warm outbound would be the next up of the organic conversion systems that we talk about. This is basically responding to the people who follow you and interact with your content. The first question is usually like, who do I DM? And you don't need to overcomplicate this. Everyone here in our community has someone that they can DM. Like, for example, I have this amount of followers on my Instagram. Those are a number of people that I can literally DM. If they like your content, if they follow you or they know you, you can and will DM them in order to convert them into potential clients. Like, for example, one of my team members followed this guy, Dan Martel, and he replied back, hey, I appreciate the engagement. Are you here for the video or have a business you're looking to grow? And that's what you want to do. You want to come from a point of impact. We are all health professionals. Just like when you go to the grocery store, people are less likely to ask for help. They're willing to like spend 10 minutes looking for the egg section and find it themselves rather than ask someone for help. And this is why most sales associates, management has them trained to where they go and ask people like, hey, is there anything I can help you with today? Anything I can help you find? Because that is how they're more likely to buy a specific product that they go to a store for. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you DM them because that is why they're following you. There's a reason why they're here to begin with. They are liking your content and engaging with you. And last up is going to be email and YouTube. So at the end of the day, you obviously can't capture everyone for different reasons, but you can give them more opportunities to interact with you and your content. Two ways that we like to do this is YouTube and email. Now with YouTube, you obviously have to have longer content that goes more in depth, obviously not too much, to get your point across instead of doing like the 60-second talking or 10-second B-roll. Now, if you even have like 4 to 5 videos on your channel that gets the main point across, then people are likely to work with you. And what you want to do is you want to be strategic with your videos. Address any sort of limiting beliefs or do some sort of belief shifting or be controversial. Any myths that are in your specific industry you want to talk about. And the way to do it, I'll just give you like a simple framework. You have to have your intro, explain exactly what this video is going to be about, have your hook in a sense, and then you want to have a double hook. And this is where you're like make it a bit more punchy. Explain the why they need to basically watch this video. What's the benefit in it for them by watching the remainder of the video? And then go into your value 1, value 2, value 3, end it with a CTA, have a playlist. Playlists are super valuable. And then obviously be like, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more. This is a great way. Like, even when you are doing the whole outbounding method right here that we talked about, you could start sending some of the resources that you're making to your leads, to your potential clients, and tell them like, hey, I just released this training on gut health or on, resetting your nervous system, and I think you'll find it super valuable. Here you go. And that way you're able to grow that channel. The more people watch your content, the more they understand you as a person, because they buy into coaches, not into programs and systems. Programs are everywhere. Information is everywhere, but the unique coach and their unique way of talking, that's where it hits home. Next up is email. Obviously, people say have an email list, but why? Because emails are your little community in a sense. They read your emails, they have a potential to become your clients. And email automations, you can even set it up for like your lead magnet or the training or VSLs or whatever that it may be. You are basically capturing people while you're even sleeping. So you don't have to be a crazy good copywriter. You basically just need a couple good emails that you spend a couple hours on that basically makes them want to consider working with you. And I personally draft up 6 emails in less than an hour. So if I can do it, you guys totally can do it. And I just got into writing our own emails as of like 2-3 weeks ago. So with that being being said, anybody can just take over their emails and, you know, produce it in such a short amount of time. This was the document. If you'd like access to this document, comment document below. I'll happily send it to you. And if you are interested to see what it is that we do at Infinite Growth Mentorship, how we get practitioners and doctors results, this is what it looks like. My team of experts is going to perform a 6-figure offer refinement to maximize your current profit margins so that you can serve more clients and make more money. We're also going to give you our virality framework that took me from 0 to 100,000 followers in 4 months so that you can get a stream of consistent clients every single month. We're also going to give you our 6-figure story marketing strategy in depth that brought me thousands of book calls and DMs so that your calendar never runs dry. You guys, this is so important because we even have like some competitors in our own space, but nobody has really cracked the code for organic marketing when it comes to health professionals other than us. We know every health professional that's out there, like as far as their content and authorityness goes, how much money they're making, what style of content they're producing, how that's translating to sales. But the different people that are in the industry helping other health professionals, they mostly focus on ads because they haven't figured out the virality framework that I did a couple of years ago when I launched my own practice. And it's not just about virality marketing, it's about the 4-day ROI sequence that brought one of our clients, Danielle, $50K from her existing audience. So basically knowing how to run launches and promotions so that it would be a guaranteed hit. Another one that's super important is the self-selling sales script. That is not going to sound salesy. The most important thing as professionals is for people to feel like, oh my God, this is where I'm at and this is where I can be by working with Dr. Mel or Dr. whoever. Here you go, this is my credit card. And this is how people convince themselves to buy from you for your high ticket program. I'm not even talking about a couple $100 thing. I'm talking about anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 type of a system from you through that sales script. And we're going to give you the exact scalable fulfillment systems that I use to take on more clients and still delivering a world-class experience that gets you results so you don't burn out while making a huge impact. And lastly, ready to use standard operating processes and tracking system that's going to let you to smoothly scale your business so that you can reach 6 figures comfortably without the stress. Anyways, if you're ready to grow, let me know. This is honestly a no pressure type of a conversation. If anything, you're going to gain massive clarity out of our call and you're going to know which direction to go to. And if you're ready to like work with my team, we can totally cover that and show you how that's going to look like for you. But with that being said, I am gonna drop this link for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, drop it in the chat below and I'll respond to it real soon.